So another YouTuber making their directorial debut, but is Backrooms worth watching? Yes, but not for the reasons you might think. Let's start the clock. So I went into this not knowing anything really about the Backrooms apart from what my friend told me. It looked creepy, it looked trippy, and it's a guy running a furniture store doing pirate-themed adverts, but his life is completely falling to bits. So when he discovers that there's all these rooms, this like giant space in the back that you just walk through a wall, kind of not the norm. And from here, there's a lot of mystery in this, but I'd say it was very tense. However scary, no, which you would expect. And weirdly, there were parts where you clearly were meant to laugh. It landed, so they did their job there. The audience really liked it. And look, when the walls are closing in and when they're trying to, use the rope to know exactly where they've gone, because it's so easy to get lost, it is tense. Something's chasing you, but you don't know what, or something's stalking you. And it is creepy. But I just wouldn't say it's like jump out scary that much. I also thought the cast did a really good job. Pacing was good, although you could have cut 15 minutes off that. It's like an hour 45, hour 50. But I don't want to make it sound boring because there's plenty of intrigue in this. Now, back to the cast. I thought the script was a bit weird, and I thought the cast did a really good job because the weakness here was definitely the script, and they made it work, but it was a bit off at times, but you could kind of tell, like, look, it's a directorial debut. These things happen, but it didn't make the movie bad. And it's not because I don't understand the lore of the Backrooms. You shouldn't have to when you go into this. The other thing I found a bit weird, and you'll know what I mean when you watch it, is right at the sort of last part, it felt like an add-on to the film. It felt almost like if you're playing something like Red Dead Redemption 2 and then you've got the bit after the game. And I honestly thought one of the best bits of this whole movie was the found footage. Now, that is an overdone trope to the nth degree, but sometimes generic things exist for a reason. And I think this movie was supposed to take place in 1990, but the found footage, it was really effective and it really worked. So if you have expectations about the Backrooms, maybe you'll be disappointed, maybe you think it's an exact hit, but for someone who didn't know about it, I thought it was creepy, I thought the tension was good, the cast were on point, the scripting could have been better. Yes, there was a weird bit at the end. It went on a tiny bit too long, but on the whole, it was a really good time, and everybody in the cinema seemed to enjoy it, so I'd recommend going and watching it. Right, that was another quick pick review. Beat the clock. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to support this channel, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. That's how you'll get more content from here. And until next time, I'll see you later.